Hi there, and welcome to the Spot FX training from OptionsTekkers. My name is Gary Doyle, and I am the senior trader here for OptionsTekkers. I'll be taking you through the various training videos. In this introduction video, really I'm just going to be setting out the type of things we're going to be covering, showing you how we are going to go about the training, and just giving you some hints and tips for how you can really use the training to get the best out of it. So before we start, there's always a disclaimer, so I'm just going to read this statement out. The trading of Forex or any securities may not be suitable for everybody. You should be aware of the risks inherent in the market. Past performance does not guarantee or imply future success. You cannot assume that profits or gains will be realized. The strategies discussed may result in the loss of some or all of any investment made. It is recommended that you consult a stockbroker or financial advisor before buying or selling any securities or making any investment decisions. You assume the entire cost and risk of any investing and or trading you choose to undertake. Okay, so what are we going to cover throughout this online training course? The first part will be about the markets, so that's really talking about the different markets that you can trade and how they're all interlinked. The next bit, and this is probably the longest bit, is technical analysis. Now for Forex trading in particular, you really need to have a good understanding of technical analysis, and it applies quite well to the Forex markets. My background is I'm a technical trader. I'm a member of the Society of Technical Analysts, and technicals are my speciality, so we'll be spending a fair bit of time going over the technical analysis. We're not going to cover every single indicator, but we will cover what I feel are the most important ones. We're going to be covering technical patterns, and we're going to be showing you how you can use those to come up with top-notch trade ideas. The next part will be around fundamental analysis, so that's talking about economic news releases, what the central banks are doing, and how, again, we can use those to come up with good trade ideas. This next part is really important, trading psychology. So, in my opinion anyway, anybody can learn technical analysis, anybody can learn fundamental analysis, but psychology of trading is really important, and a lot of people underestimate it. The bottom line is that I can sit my 4-year-old nephew in front of a screen and he can tell me whether the price is going up or down. That's not difficult to do. But what is difficult to do is to manage your trades, control your emotions, not cut your losses, not cut your winning trades too soon. Sticking to a trade plan, sticking to a trade idea, having the discipline and the mental agility to carry out your trade plan effectively is very difficult to do. And as human beings, we're actually born with the skills that you don't want as a trader. It's difficult for us as emotional beings to trade effectively. So I'm going to talk to you about trading psychology and some of the things that I do to help me overcome the emotions that are associated with trading. And the next part is kind of tied in with that, risk management. You know, if you don't manage your risk effectively and you don't have rules for your risk management, then the psychology thing just goes out of the window and you'll trade emotionally, and effectively you'll be gambling. So we have to have risk management rules for all of our trading strategies, so that we don't lose too much money, and we're not, like I say, putting ourselves at too much risk. The next part will be talking about strategy building, so really how we can use technical analysis, fundamental analysis, psychology and risk management, and pull that all together and put it into a good strategy. So we'll be talking about the different types of trading, as in methods of trading like scalping, day trading, swing trading, blah blah blah, and we'll be talking about how we can build an effective strategy to help us make money in the markets. Part 7, I mean, really you'll be doing the work on this part. It's a personal development plan. I just think that when you're setting out in trading, you need to treat it like a business, like you would with any other business. You need to have a plan, a business plan. And so the personal development plan will just be getting you to think about where you're at now, where you want to be, when you want to be there, and what do you need to do to get where you want to be by when you want to be there. So that's what the personal development plan is all about. And the final part is I'll just be showing you a few basic trading strategies that I use myself every day. I have been using for a number of years. They work well as long as you stick to the rules. You know, I can give the same strategies to all of the guys here on our trading floor, and I'll get totally different results because everybody's different, and everybody will manage those trades differently, and everybody has different emotions and all this kind of stuff. But if you stick to the rules, they will work. So I'm happy to share my trading strategies with you guys. Okay, just a bit about the learning styles. You're going to be doing some reading by yourself because I'm sure you don't want to just hear my dulcet tones all of the time. We're going to be going through slides, and I'm going to be showing you as much as I can on the screen, and try and bring it to life for you. As you're going along, some of the methods we're talking about, I'd encourage you to practice on a demo account so that you can really get good at it. I wouldn't recommend starting trading live straight away if you're totally new to it. Always practice on a demo account first. We're going to be using examples from live markets, so particularly when we're looking at the strategies, I'll be showing you how to trade those on the live markets. And you can email me at any point. Just email support@OptionsTekkers.com. So if you've got any questions about anything that I talk about, any of the stuff, just send me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You know, this is an online training course and I'm going to be sticking to a script. However, I want it to be as interactive as possible for you so that you get the most out of it. So I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Just send me an email. So before we start, I just want to point you in the direction of a few things. You'll be able to access the training videos and also the workbook, which I'd recommend that you have either printed off or have open at the same time that you're watching the videos, because a lot of what I'm referring to will be in the workbook. So you'll have that workbook. You can download that, you can save it, you can print it, do whatever you want with it. The only thing you can't do, obviously, is reproduce any of the information that's in there. Also in there you'll have a risk management calculator, and when we talk about risk management, I'll show you how to use that. And you'll have all of the other videos in the members area. Also, you'll have a section which will be for trade ideas. So every day I'll be uploading my trade ideas. And with those, they are just my trade ideas, so I'd always encourage you to do your own analysis as well. The worst trades I've ever taken have been where I've listened to somebody else and not done my own analysis. So make sure you do your own analysis. You're taking those trades, if you take them, at your own choice, and I will not be held responsible for any of those trades that don't work out. You know, we do lose as traders, and I'm not right all of the time. Some recommended reading. I mean, as we go through the training, I'll be pointing out some other areas that you might want to read up on, particularly around candlesticks, and there's some good books that I've read in the past. I'm not able to provide you with those because of copyright rules, but I will tell you which books they are when we get to those points. Again, at any point, you can email me, support@OptionsTekkers.com, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Before we do go ahead, I just want to show you where you can download your demo accounts. So if you bear with me, if you get your web browser up, go to OptionsTekkers.com. Under Trader Tools, you've got trading platforms here, and there's two platforms. There's one for trading the spot market, and then there's one for the options platform. So basically, just click on those buttons. It will take you to a link. Just fill in the details, download the demo account, and then you'll be ready to start practicing your trading. And here's the options one, and I'll show you as we go through the training how to use these platforms and all of this kind of stuff. But definitely do download your demo platform because it really will help to bring all of this to life. So that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video, which will be, let me remind myself, oh yeah, about the market. So look forward to seeing you then. Thanks. Hello again, and welcome to part one of the online training, which is the markets. So in this section we're going to talk about all of the different markets, how they're interlinked, what you can trade. Now this part, there's not a lot I can show you, so there's no point in me just reading it all to you. That would be a bit boring. So go to your course workbook, and it's pages 3 to 22. Just read through it. So like I say, pages 3 to 22 in your training workbook, and have a read through. I'd say as you're reading through, jot down any notes, jot down any questions, use your workbook to make notes in if you want to, and feel free to email me, support@OptionsTekkers.com, and I'll see you in the next section, which is part 2, technical analysis. Like I say, any questions, send me an email, and I hope you find part 1 about the markets informative. Thanks, see you in part 2.